universal. So he is the one who brought this opportunity to Better. And so Kyle, I'm going to turn it over to you and Jordan just to give a quick, few minutes about why it's so special, why it's needed in the day. Give us your pitch and let everyone know that's out there watching this or that watches it later why should they be talking to people about Let's Chat and why is Let's Chat changing the world?
Yeah, and so thank you for that. Thanks for hosting this, guys. Thanks putting this together. And Jordan, feel free to chime in or whatnot. So Let's Chat is a very unique product. It's an AI-powered tool, which in today's world, that's kind of the hottest thing today, right?
It is.
The thing with Let's Chat is it's been in development for over almost 10 years now. So this just didn't appear 6 months ago like everything else in the AI world just popped up. Jordan and Matt, who's the other founder, they developed this product 10 years ago. They've been building out the technology. They own patents behind the technology. No one else has it. So when it comes to translation services, there's Google Translate. There's other products out there. Nothing compares to Let's Chat, whether it's the patents behind the product, whether it's the amount of the accuracy between the languages, plus the capabilities. So Let's Chat works across all platforms. All forms of communication. It's called browser agnostic. It's a big word. I can't spell it. You can't spell it. Curtis probably can. John probably can. Me and you probably can't. But what that means is it works on every platform. So like if you think of a Google Translate only works on Google. So if you have a Safari, if you have an iPhone and you use Safari, guess what? Google Translate doesn't exist. Right.
Okay.
And anything. And Google Translate doesn't work on videos. Google Translate doesn't work on documents. Google Translate doesn't work on your website. Some does, some doesn't, limited languages. Let's Chat works on every device, every platform, every form of communication. So if you wanted a video translated into another language, it does it. If you wanted a video subtitled, if you wanted a document translated, if you wanted a website, an app, if you wanted your chat bots, if you wanted your video libraries, you name it, Let's Chat can do it. And so the most exciting thing that I see about Let's Chat is there's no barriers. There's no restrictions of who can benefit from Let's Chat, whether it's in the US or around the world. It could be a big top 30 business in the world like Comcast, who is actually an investor in Let's Chat, an early investor in Let's Chat, who owns equity in the company because they see the value. They use it across their entire global company, but also your niece or nephew who's a social media influencer who does YouTube and TikTok, they could use Let's Chat. So it has the capability to work with the biggest businesses in the world or the smallest business in your backyard. And it can benefit everybody and anyone who uses it and completely eliminate language barriers.
Sounds super cool. How expensive is it?
As of this morning, a lot cheaper.
Okay, what happened? What happened?
Don't say.
What happened?
Breaking news.
Right here.
What happened this morning?
This morning, I sent out an email to you guys, which you haven't read because you've been on this.
That's correct.
So due to the extreme volume of Let's Chat over the last 6 months and the growth, plus we have just onboarded a new full-time CTO last month, a chief technical officer, for those who don't know what that is. We have been able to drastically reduce our costs from our server costs and our development costs, which is allowing us to drastically lower our prices. So we have some products that are free. Did you hear that?
That was good. Yeah.
So
into the mic.
We have a product that's on our portal now that is totally free. It's called Let's Chat Speakeasy.
Okay.
And it's the equivalent of Google Translate.
Okay.
So you can go on there, put in a text, translate it to another language, except Let's Chat is on a bad day in our worst language, 96% accurate. Google Translate is about 75 to 80% accurate. And
on a good day.
On a good day. So I don't know if you ever had a conversation, but if I'm speaking to you even in English and 25% of what I'm saying you don't understand, and we both speak English, right? It's like talking to someone from the deep south, like someone from New York talking to somebody from the French Cajun Louisiana deep south. And
okay.
The accents are just total separate languages, right? So we have free products. And our most expensive product as of today is $97 a month.
Wow. That's surprisingly inexpensive.
Yes.
So even somebody that's doing social media videos could add this to what they're doing and it gets translated.
Correct. And obviously there's fees that go on top of it, right? So like our website translation tool, which can go on anyone's website, automatically live and in real time translate a website into 104 languages. Right now, the price of that is $25 a month, $24.99 a month.
Okay.
Plus usage, right? So if you're going to do 100,000 translated page views, we charge you per translated page views. Think of it like a phone bill, right? I pay my phone bill. My line is $50 a month, and I pay for
data for whatever.
Data,
right?
It's the same concept. So it's a true SaaS model, service as a software. But the barrier to entry from a cost perspective, the most expensive product now is $97 a month. Most of our products are in that $5 to $25 range. Last
week, literally in Costa Rica, I was in my house, and my house mom speaks not a lick of English. I speak a little Spanglish, and she was using a translator type, speaking into it and showing it to me to ask me, what I needed for the house, and it's needed. And what's the percentage of businesses out there that have customers they're missing? And maybe you or Jordan can give us just a couple stats on that. I'm going to
read these stats because I posted it's on the Better Income Facebook page. So we just posted this, but I want to get them right. So
by the way, Jordan, you're a genius, I guess. And so how do you have to be a genius to sell this? I mean, most people have never sold software. Most people have. I mean, do you have to be technologically savvy to be in this space and be in this market and be able to make money and sell it?
And Jeff, that's an absolutely brilliant question. And the answer is no, you don't need any experience with tech to sell this. Frankly, all you have to do is if you know a business, if you know someone who is in need of translation help with that, which most businesses in the US or even worldwide would love to provide their tools in different languages, just ask them, hey, do you need any help with translations? And if they're interested, get us on a call. We have employees on Letzchat staff who will happily hop on the call and talk with the businesses and yourself to get them up to date and up to speed with all of our products and services. So you don't need to be a pro with any of our services. Just as long as you know one of your contacts needs translation help, we'll be there to help with it.
I love that the founder and CEO of the whole company is sitting here on our podcast, our inaugural podcast that we are fumbling over here today. It's great.
So I got some stats for you.
Give us the stats real quick. We'll wrap with that.
Apparently somebody said I need to be close. I've never been told I'm not loud enough. So I usually sit back from the mic.
One of those speak into the mic.
Yeah. So here's a few stats that I just posted. It's in the Better Facebook group, but these are all based on CSA Research. It's a big global research company. Has nothing to do with our stats. But here's a few good ones. 75% of consumers are more likely to buy products from a website in their native language. In 2022, a study by PayPal, we've all heard of PayPal, says 50% of online shoppers are international buyers. So 50% of even a U.S. company, 50% of their buyers are from an international market. 87% of B2C, so business to consumer customers, said they would not buy from an English-only website. 87%. And here's my favorite fact. Translating your website into the following languages enables you to reach 80% of the online global purchasing power. And here are the 8 languages: English, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, German, French, Portuguese, and Italian. If your website offered those 8 languages, you would be able to access 80% of the global buying power from consumers in those 8 languages. And we offer 104.
Wow. And
so you guys can look up all the stats, languages for businesses, they're out there. And then in the US is 22% of, this was 2021 stats. I'm sure it's different, improved now or higher now. 22% of the U.S. does not speak any English. 20% of U.S. citizens that fill out a census data don't speak English, and over 50%, I think it's 56%, speak English as a second language. So English is not their first language, so they rather communicate or buy something not in English. So that's half the U.S. at least, which is 340 million. Right, so you're looking at a nice chunk of people that would benefit from language translation services.
So last but not least, last question. I'll let you get out of here because we're running a little behind today. But if you can you name drop some of the businesses that we either already have on board, under contract, deals with, or we're getting close to? Obviously, don't violate any NDAs. But what's going on? Like, most people are selling to their uncle,
which is great.
Their aunt, their brother, their sister, their cousin, their friend who's got a lemonade stand. What kind of businesses are we actually approaching with Letzchat and landing?
And all those businesses are great. Your local businesses can be customers, right? Your friends, your family.
It's affordable enough, yeah.
It's affordable enough for that. But when you get into the big scale, we work with customers. Let's go to the sports industry. A few customers like the NFL, the National Football League. We do all of their videos, so we do all their subtitling, dubbing. Wow. So if you ever watch an NFL game in another language, they send us the live feed of 4-hour NFL video. We translate into any language in 30 seconds. sports, right?
Okay.
With our technology. So that's a good one. Comcast is obviously a customer, which includes NBC Sports. We just are doing a big deal with the Olympics, LA 28, that's coming to the US. We're doing a lot of content for the Olympics. Those are big in the sports world. Major League Soccer is a big customer of ours. In the restaurant world, a few good ones are, I don't know if you've heard of these, McDonald's, Bojangles, Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A. Those are a few customers of ours. When you get into the automotive is a big customer of ours. So cars.com, Dealer to Inspire, some brands like that.
Sure.
Within Better, we've signed some really exciting deals. We just brought on X Games as a customer. We are now the official language partner of SAP Global, which is a multi-billion-dollar global company. They have 11,000 sales reps that are now all selling Letzchat through Better. And those are, I would say, those are pretty few significant names.
Big real estate companies.
Exit Realty, EXP, some few 100,000 real estate agents are going to be using our products by the end of the year. Some small stuff like that.
And what kind of commissions are we looking at? Like most of the audience out there is, they're like, oh, they're selling trinkets or they're doing these little things that don't make much money. What are some of these deals that Better's landed going to eventually pay out pretty soon, sooner than later? Just roughly in general.
So the question the answer is, it's actually a loaded question because it's based on volume, right? So a customer, depending on the usage, it'll vary every single month.
For me.
But I'm going to spitball the one deal that we did, the cars.com Dealer Inspire.
You didn't have to name the company.
I'm going to do it. So they have 6,000 dealerships, Jordan?
Yes, correct. Yeah, or a little over
6,000 dealerships, all of their websites. So it's 6,000 websites each. Oh, let's get a calculator. Golly.
No, just spitball. That calculator is not have anything to do
so
with
6,000 companies times $175 a month is $1,050,000, right? So $1,050,000 a month in revenue times 12 is 12,600 times 0.125 would be $1.5 million in commission.
So the guy that referred it's going to get $1.5 million a year.
Yeah,
in commission.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
One sale, one referral. Is he a technology expert?
No. He worked at a car deal. He was a car salesman at a car dealership.
Okay. Is that one time sale? Like it's like an annuity rollover you get paid once, or?
No, he's going to make, so if you divide that by 12, that's a lot of math. This is me spitballing my math. 17500.
My apologies. I should have given you
divided by 12. So he's going to make $131,250 a month every month as long as they're a client.
So 10 years, as long as they are. Could be a year, could be 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they could re-up. So here's the thing. That's off of one product.
Okay.
That's off of just the website translation tool. So when those dealerships then come add other products, that's just going to grow.
Okay. You're done.
All right.
We don't need any more. That's good enough. The podcast is over.
And that was Elevate. Good God.
All right. No, thank you so much, Kyle. Jordan, thank you for taking time out of your day to be here. We appreciate the fact that we still get to be around the founder and CEO of these big companies. So
yes,
looking forward to it. Thank you so much,
Kyle. Thank you all.
Appreciate it.
Very amazing.
So we're gonna shift a little bit. I know you guys. We got too much to cover, but this is how it is. We're like a rapid fire right now. I'm gonna bring up Greg Ammerman. Greg's with one of our ERC partners, Jorns, and Greg, grab the seat. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. You're on the hot seat because I'm going to ask questions that people ask me.
Okay.
Hey, is this thing a scam? Is this ERC a scam? Is it going out of business? You got to be careful. They're going to come back and take all the money back away. Everyone's going to get audited. You don't qualify. I could give you the main 5-10 things, but what do you say to all that stuff? Because everyone's heard of it now. There's TV commercials, radio segments. I get text messages daily, so it's out there. But why are we getting pounded by it? And how legit is it?
Well, it's extremely legit. I mean, bottom line is it's a government program, right? Anybody can go to irs.gov, search ERC, and there it is. It lays it out. So, obviously I know not everybody trusts the government, but, so I get that. But the end of the day is if you look back at PPP, right? Everybody knows about this PPP money. Everyone's like, that's too good to be true. But the money went in people's bank accounts. Those businesses got it. Then the second thing was they're going to forgive it. Right? Oh, that's way too good to be true. That's a scam. And yet everybody got it forgiven. So here we are. ERC is a real thing, and it's an opportunity of a lifetime. And I know that's like really cliche, but here's why. You think about it. How many opportunities are out there where you can make a lifetime worth of money potentially in a couple of years? That's what this is, right?
Let's be honest. Yeah.
So other than our prior guests,
well, it's just.
But this is the lifetime of this program is a couple of years. But listen, if you want to go out and make $5,000 doing this, you can. If you want to make $50,000, you can. If you want to make $500,000, you can. And if you want to make $5 million, you can. And it's not just can; people are already doing it.
Yeah.
So we're helping companies get valuable money to help them, help their businesses, help their communities, and individuals that are making those referrals, they're making that kind of money. So it's all legit. And yeah, you're always going to have skepticism and people and naysayers and whatnot. But I heard you talking earlier about people miss opportunities because they allow other people to get in the way of those opportunities. Use your own intelligence and recognize we wouldn't be sitting here talking about it if it wasn't legit.
Absolutely.
That's true. And so, a lot of people say, well, can't I just file it myself? Why would I pay all this commission to get it filed? Can't I do it myself?
Yeah, I mean, you can also do surgery on yourself too. You can also you can also defend yourself in a court of law. That's just not intelligent. I mean, bottom line is you go to a primary care physician for primary care. But if you got a heart issue or you got a torn ACL, you're going to go to an orthopedist, you're going to go to a heart specialist. So it's really important.
So why is it important to go to a specialist?
Here, for the future heart surgery we're going to do.
Right on, why is it
right on this table?
Well, think about
what Greg told me, though. He said you have actual accounting firms that are actually having Jorans do their
100%.
ERC.
I mean, you may have heard of RSM. RSM is a top 10 accounting firm in the world.
Okay.
And they consult with us in terms of their clients. Some of the top law firms send us their clients. CPA firms send us their clients. PEOs, which stands for Professional Employer Organizations, they actually take care of companies. They're our clients. We have a client, they have 600 companies themselves sending us their companies to do it because we're the best. We're the biggest, number one. We're the best, absolutely. We do it compliantly. We do it accurately. We maximize credits, and we're going to be here. We're not just like, a mill or kind of a company. Sometimes people say an ERC company. We're not that. We're the largest CPA firm in the country that specializes in ERC, but we're going to be here long after ERC, bringing other value to companies.
And you guys got buildings now. And how many employees are working for the firm?
About 400. So and we've got offices in New York, in Mississippi, in Ohio, in Kansas.
Are there one-person shows working out of garages doing advertising that they're an ERC company, but it's one person?
Of course they are, because and unfortunately people, this is one of those things, you want to be penny wise and pound foolish. You got to think big picture. You know what our mission statement is? Not how much money we get companies, it's how much money we get companies that they get to keep for life. And the way you do that is by doing it the right way, by being compliant and accurate and making sure you follow all the rules, but also you can maximize credits doing that. And it's a very misunderstood program, and that's why it's important to speak to a specialist, without a doubt.
Well, they call it the gold rush, the modern day gold rush, because it goes away. When does it go away? When is it done?
Well, there's two deadlines. April 15th of 2024 is going to take away the ERC for 2020, and April 15th of 2025 is going to end the overall program. But most of the money is in the year 2021 for ERC. So everybody's got to really push. This is a hustle. Like I was saying, what do you want to make? Do you want to make $5,000? You can. My wife's cousin referred one client, and he's getting a commission of about $5,000. There are other people, you have a gentleman you work with, Mike Mannett. He's already over $1 million in projected income. So, we
haven't cut a check yet under 5 figures. So it just
exactly.
My first check in financial services was $129. I was very happy about that back in 1995, but we haven't even cut a check under 5 figures. We have so many 6-figure checks coming.
Oh yeah, it's just ramping up. I mean, companies are just starting to get their money.
Are there still a lot of companies that haven't done it?
Most.
Most.
I mean, most companies haven't done it. I mean, you got to realize something. If you think about Jones and Associates, the biggest and largest CPA firm in the country that specializes in this, we have 14,000 clients. Paychex is a payroll company. They have about 45,000 clients because, of course, they have all those companies that they service already. Well, even if you took that and then multiplied it by 100, it still would only be in the few million. So there's 31 million small to medium-sized businesses. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to everybody. There are going to be companies that miss out on this opportunity, and that's why it's important to hustle. And here's the other
What
piece.
type of expertise do you have to sell it?
I mean, nothing. You got to be able to ask a few questions. Are you familiar with the Employee Retention Tax Credit, and or have you applied for it? That's all you got to be able to do.
Okay.
People give you 1 of 4 answers. Boom, you send them a short video. It's game over.
Hey, Greg, tell us what the IRS just announced like in the last couple of days.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely
about the ramp
bombshell.
up.
About getting things caught up by the end of August.
They're
Is that what you're
going
talking
to
about?
double their capacity.
Yeah,
to crank these things out.
the government,
Yeah.
which we'll see,
Well,
but the bottom line is, but they are
What they're
demanding.
saying. Yeah.
They're demanding that the IRS catch up by the end of August. That means a lot.
Yeah, they're
of checks
talking
are
like
gonna be going out.
40,000 filings a week is what I heard.
Yeah, but not only that number, that's true, but what I'm saying is they want them caught up by the end of August. And if that happens, you talk about a massive amount. Those checks you're talking about, if you're going out spitballing, right? Spitfire.
Yeah.
It's going to be rolling.
Summer of money.
That's awesome.
Without a doubt.
Hey, Greg, one last piece of advice for anybody out there who's watching this right now.
I mean, get after it. Don't miss it. And then listen, you got to hustle, but the key is follow up. Absolutely follow up. You got to be fierce. You got to let loose and just go for it. I mean, again, I've been fortunate. You've been fortunate. We've been fortunate to do well, make money, but I've never seen anything in my life that where you can earn this much money in this short a period of time. And then, you know what? You could potentially be in a position where you have a way better life because of it.
That's what you need. I mean, I really believe people will change the trajectory of their life, the rest of their life, their kids' lives, their family, their legacy opportunity for these couple of years.
Without a doubt.
And a lot of people are going to say, you snooze, you lose. I think a lot of people will also miss it.
Yep.
And they're going to say what just happened. And they're going to be those folks. And they're going to kick themselves later.
Yeah, they're going to know someone who became ERC rich.
Right. And that's always going to be the case, even with Better itself, right? You're always going to scratch your head going, why? Why are you not seeing it? You have to see it, but you have to have a level of awareness.
My friend, we know him in common, Rick, he talked to me about Bitcoin when it was like $2, $3, $4, $5. And I'm like, I don't even know what show me the coin.
Right.
And he's like, no, it's not like that. And I'm like, if I don't understand it, I'm not investing in it. And I missed out on making $100 million. I was a 7-figure earner at that time, and I brushed it under the rug because I didn't understand it. And man, I don't want to miss things.
Hey,
like that
I almost missed this. Tony Swantek, who's the chief operating officer of Jorns, is a dear friend of mine for over 20 years. He came to me the first time earlier in October of 2021. I didn't see it. He came back to me, though, being a good friend in May of 2022, and ding, 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 the light went off. So I think what you guys are doing here, especially keep putting in front of people, maybe if the light bulb hasn't gone off, maybe today it did. And to realize this is so simple, it's easy. The hard work is just some follow-up, putting it in front of people. And then who knows what
There's a lot of people, I think, in their careers that didn't come as far as they would like to be in their career. And this is a chance to absolutely make in 20 or so months that's left, 20 to 30 years of income. Like you can change
a lifetime. This is
the great catch up.
Make a lifetime of income in the next year or two.
Exactly.
It's a
absolutely. Rush. It's unbelievable.
But don't forget, guys, also, this is the kind of opportunity that you blink and it's over.
Yeah, it will be.
This is, you blink
every day.
You sleep in a little too much and it's done.
Think about it. We introduced this in August. We're coming up on almost a year already. There's people that already missed a year sitting around waiting.
Tick tock. I mean, that clock is ticking down, and we gotta.
That's it. Sands through the hourglass.
That's right.
You gotta make it happen.
Greg, thanks for coming today.
Yep,
we appreciate you, and
glad you came.
Appreciate our relationship with the company.
Yes, we'll keep it going.
Hey, everyone, we're going to shift a little bit. We're going to shift gears for just a minute, and what I want is, we're going to shift to LBA, Legacy Benefits Alliance. And there's another huge problem that needs to be solved out there in this world. And we got the CEO of that company, Gabriel Burgos. He should be on our Zoom right here. And he's coming to us from Florida. Gabe, you there? There he is.
There we go.
Good. So, hey, Gabe, great to see you here today.
Gabe, make sure to unmute.
And you're going to need to unmute yourself. There you go. Hey, Gabe, real quick. Everyone's
all
heard
right.
of,
I'm here. I'm unmuted. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody.
Good. Hey, everyone's heard of Medicare Advantage and the Medicare Advantage plans. But why is your company special? Why is your company different? And maybe let's start there.
Well, hello, everybody. Man, it's been a great meeting today so far. Great companies. What an awesome opportunity and be a part of Better. I am just so excited. Thank you, Jeff, for hosting this today, and Curtis and John and you guys for putting this all together. Well, first and foremost, Medicare is a huge need. As you know, it's the insurance for the seniors once you retire. There's over 11,000 people a day turning 65. It's a massive wave of seniors that are coming that are needing help with their healthcare needs. What makes LBA different is the opportunity that we offer our agents that become a part of our sales team. So we've got two routes that people can go. You can go as a producer, and we pay the highest contract levels in the industry called street level. So we do not dilute the commissions at all. We want to pay you top dollar.
Everybody makes street that starts. Is that what you're saying? Everyone starts at the highest personal production contract?
That is correct. There's no tiers. Everybody starts at the highest contract for producing, which is pretty much unheard of with all the other industries or companies out there that do offer Medicare in their platform. Then the second thing, Jeff, that makes us huge is we allow business owners. I know there's a lot of business owners on this call here that have big teams and big insurance companies. We allow you to build your own Medicare agency within LBA. And just to quantify that, guys, you can start your own Medicare company inside LBA, and we're going to show you exactly how to do that, provide all the support that you need, and you're going to override a team without having to write any Medicare business whatsoever. And we're the only company in the industry that allows for a company to build inside of a company, which is huge.
So real quick, Gabe, there are several. I came from the insurance and financial services industry. We did not sell Medicare, Medicaid, any of the Medicare Advantage plans, the supplemental plan. We didn't do any of it. Why should somebody who has an insurance license, why should they be selling this?
Yes, absolutely. So that was actually, I come from a financial background myself. I own my own RIA and insurance company now for going on close to 14 years here in Orlando, Florida. And I was introduced to Medicare as a marketing tool, and it was one of the best decisions that I made. If you are in the insurance or financial service industry and you're struggling to get new business in the door, this is free marketing while building a massive residual business. There's nothing out there like it. If you don't want to ever run out of clients to see, you're dealing with clients that are 65, turning 65 or older, who have all the wealth in our country, which need help with the annuities, with the assets under management, with insurance. I mean, you name it, real estate. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. If you have an insurance license, you have to have this as part of your life, your business. If you're not, you're missing the boat. You're leaving a lot of money on the table by not offering Medicare.
So with like life insurance, most of the residuals look like what? What percentage do people